The grand halls of the Galactic Council shone with polished metal and crystal. Every corner held a representative from a different civilization, each species stranger and more intimidating than the last. Tentacles, scales, wings, exoskeletons, they were all here, gathered to decide the fate of one small blue planet. Earth, Counselor Vryn, a crystalline figure from the Zerth system, tapped the podium with a sharp hand. Humanity is dangerous. Their advances in technology, bioengineering, and artificial intelligence have made them unpredictable. They violate every treaty, yet they survive. I propose a vote. Earth shall be exiled from the galactic network, effective immediately. Whispers rippled across the council chamber. Many nodded in agreement. For them, this was a simple decision. Humanity had always been the troublemakers, the species that bent rules until others grew nervous. Exiling Earth seemed like the safest choice. The vote passed unanimously. Humans would be cut off, their fleets monitored, their colonies isolated. The council leaned back, confident that humanity would falter, as every other species might. But humans did not wait. Half a galaxy away, aboard the UNS Resolute, Captain Arik Vance received the encrypted message. The ship's AI, Athena, translated the alien text into human language. Earth has been exiled. All human expansion is prohibited. Immediate compliance required. Arik's hands tightened on the console. Exiled? They can't be serious. Commander Lyra, standing beside him, studied the readouts. They are. And they think this will stop us. They think we'll follow orders. They don't know humans. We survive, we adapt. We fight back, Arik nodded. Humanity had survived extinction-level events before. Nuclear war, rogue AI, pandemics, climate disasters. Every time humans had not only survived, they had grown stronger. Within hours, Earth's orbital command received the same alerts. In the massive circular chamber of Earth's defense hub, leaders from all military branches gathered. President Kiran Patel rose from her seat. Her presence silenced the room. They voted to exile us. They believe humanity is a danger. But I ask you, have they learned nothing? We do not wait for permission to exist. We do not bow to fear. We decide our destiny. The Council thinks it can control us, but it has underestimated us, and that is their first mistake. Strategists exchanged glances. Engineers checked the hidden fleet systems. Scientists verified that the secret experimental weapons were operational. Every branch knew one thing. Humanity would not wait to be told twice. The first step was subtle. A team of engineers and AI specialists activated stealth drones capable of hacking and disabling alien satellites and relays. Communication lines to the Council were disrupted. Sensors went dark, leaving Earth's fleets invisible to alien eyes. Meanwhile, humans began mobilizing the hidden warships stationed in distant star systems, part of Project Vanguard, a secret operation designed for precisely this scenario. These ships had never been used, kept hidden for decades, ready to respond if the Council ever threatened humanity's survival. Captain Arik stood on the bridge of the Resolute, staring at the blinking stars beyond. This isn't just survival, he muttered. This is a statement. They voted to exile us. Now we act first, Lyra nodded, and they will remember why humans cannot be controlled. The first strike was surgical. Stealth drones disabled key listening posts surrounding the Council's outer territories. Alien ships were temporarily paralyzed, unable to respond. No shots were fired. No lives were lost. Humanity wanted only to show its strength and cunning. Back in the Council chambers, alarms blared. Holographic screens flickered as reports poured in. Multiple communication arrays offline. Alien patrols unresponsive. Unidentified stealth drones detected. Counselor Vryn's crystalline form shook with rage. Impossible! Humans cannot do this. They have no fleet capable of such coordination. But humans could. They always had been underestimated. That was part of their strength. By the end of the first week, Earth's fleets had retaken critical outposts. Alien patrols, confused and paralyzed by stealth technology, were easily outmaneuvered. Humanity sent a simple, clear message across the galaxy. You voted to exile us. We choose freedom instead. The Council for the first time felt fear. Humans were not predictable. They did not beg or plead. They acted. And they acted fast. On Earth, President Patel convened a smaller meeting of the Council of Military Leaders. They think isolation will stop us. They do not understand that humans are not only survivors, we are innovators. Every challenge has taught us to adapt, to think differently, to overcome. The Council believes in their rules and authority, but rules are only as strong as those who obey them. Humanity does not obey. We act. In distant star systems, engineers worked tirelessly. Quantum disruption arrays hummed with energy. AI-controlled drones prepared for rapid deployment. Plasma cannons designed to disable ships without harming crews were tested and loaded. Every system was ready. Every human ready to take action. Captain Arik reviewed the operational plans one last time. This is more than war. This is a message to the galaxy. They voted to exile us. They thought it would scare us. They have no idea what humanity can do. The Resolute and its fleet moved like shadows through space. For the first time, humans struck without permission, without hesitation. The Council's outposts were disrupted. Alien fleets retreated in confusion. Earth's fleets moved silently, invisibly, but always with purpose. Even the humans knew this was risky. A full-scale response from the Council could destroy cities, colonies, or fleets. But that was the point. They were not waiting. They had learned from every challenge in their history. Hesitation was a weakness. Humans acted when others only debated. By the 10th day, the Council received a direct broadcast from Earth. The message was simple, projected across the galactic network. We will not wait for orders. We will not accept exile. Humanity will survive. Humanity will thrive. And humanity will be heard. The Council chambers erupted in chaos. Aliens shouted, argued, and debated, but none could stop the tide. Humans had shown not only courage, but superior strategy, ingenuity, and unity. On the bridge of the Resolute, Arik smiled grimly. This is only the beginning. They think this vote will contain us. They've just given us a reason to rise. And when we do, they'll see that humans are not to be controlled, caged, or exiled. We define our own destiny. Commander Lyra looked at the stars, glittering with alien fleets and distant worlds. They wanted to exile us. They wanted to make us small. Instead, they've made us unstoppable. In the heart of the Council, Councillor Vryn finally spoke, voice trembling with rage and fear.
Humans are
different. They survive. They adapt. But it was too late. Humanity was already moving. Stealth fleets slipped past patrols. Quantum arrays hummed. Every human on every ship knew the same truth. The galaxy had underestimated them, and that mistake would be remembered forever. By the end of Part 1, Earth was no longer just defending itself. Humanity had taken the first step toward claiming its place in the galaxy, not as a subject, not as a problem, but as a force to be reckoned with. The galaxy had never seen humans move so fast. Within hours of the first strike, the Council's communication networks were in chaos. Outposts fell silent, patrols vanished without a trace, and the alien fleets, the supposed masters of strategy, were disoriented. Captain Arik Vance stood on the bridge of the UNS Resolute, eyes fixed on the holographic display showing the Council's fleet movements. They're trying to regroup, he said. But they won't get far. Commander Lyra leaned over his shoulder. Their numbers are huge, but they lack coordination. That's their weakness. Humans have always thrived in chaos. The plan was simple yet bold. Project Vanguard would strike at multiple points simultaneously. While stealth drones disabled key fleets, human ships would infiltrate Council supply lines, cut off reinforcements, and send a clear message. Earth fights back, and humanity cannot be controlled. The first target was a Council supply convoy near the Orion Rift. Human AI-controlled drones darted through space like swarming shadows. Using advanced cloaking and quantum disruption tech, they disabled the convoy's navigation and communication systems without destroying a single ship. When the Council officers realized what had happened, panic spread. "How did they?" stammered one. "They shouldn't have the capability!" But humans had always been underestimated. Meanwhile, the human fleet executed the second phase. A series of experimental plasma cannons on the Resolute fired precise energy pulses that temporarily disabled entire alien warships. No explosions, no fires, just a sudden, complete paralysis. The crews were unharmed, but the ships drifted helplessly. Captain Arik's voice rang through the bridge. "Keep the pressure up. Show them we don't destroy unnecessarily. We just cannot be ignored." As Earth's hidden fleets advanced, the Council attempted to rally its forces. Entire sectors mobilized in response, but humans had anticipated this. Using advanced AI prediction models, Human commanders outmaneuvered fleets 3 times larger than their own. The Council's fleet formations, built on rigid hierarchy and rules, collapsed under the unpredictable tactics of humanity. In the chaos, President Kiran Patel addressed the galaxy through a secure broadcast. Her voice was calm but powerful. We were told to obey. We were told to wait. Humanity does not wait. Humanity does not bow. To the Council, we offer this message. We are free, we are capable, and we will not be exiled. Any attempt to contain us will fail. The message spread like wildfire. Across countless systems, humans and their allies watched and were inspired. Even species previously neutral toward humanity began to reconsider their stance. The Council's image of total control was cracking. Back on the battlefield, the turning point came near the Virnex Nebula. A Council fleet of over 100 ships designed to crush any human resistance moved to intercept the human advance. Arik and Lyra coordinated a daring maneuver. Using stealth drones as decoys, they lured the fleet into a narrow corridor where human plasma cannons and AI-guided fighters waited. The Council fleet, confident in their size and training, fell into the trap. Ships were disabled one by one, not destroyed but rendered immobile. Their crews stared in shock as humans appeared to strike from everywhere at once, yet no human ship was lost. Commander Lyra smiled. They never expected us to think like humans. The Council's representatives grew desperate. Communication scrambled, fleets faltered, and panic spread across sectors. Counselor Vryn, the crystalline officer who had initiated Earth's exile, realized the gravity of the situation. This cannot be happening, Vryn muttered. Humans cannot be stopped, but humans could be. They could be stopped only by total annihilation, and even then the galaxy had already seen what humans were capable of surviving. Meanwhile, humans began liberating captured colonies and outposts. Alien administrators fled, unable to comprehend the efficiency, unity, and adaptability of the human forces. Colonists cheered as human fleets arrived, not with destruction but with order, protection, and hope. On the bridge of the Resolute, Arik received intelligence of Council reinforcements heading toward Earth itself. He turned to Lyra. We need to make a final statement. Not just a message, but a demonstration. Humanity will show it cannot be controlled, and the Council must respect that. President Patel joined the communications console. We strike at the heart of the Council's fleet near Proxima Centauri. But we do it our way. Minimal casualties, maximum impact. The Council must understand that their vote was a mistake. The operation was precise. Human fleets using stealth and superior tactics disabled over half of the Council's attacking forces. AI-guided drones infiltrated command ships, temporarily seizing control of systems to prevent attacks. Every action was calculated to prove a single point. Humans do not submit, they act. In the Council chambers, alarms blared. Reports of disabled ships, captured outposts, and liberated colonies filled the screens. Counselor Vryn's voice trembled with fear. They're not just fighting. They're rewriting the rules. They cannot be defeated by force alone. The final demonstration came as the human fleet deployed a communication pulse directly into the Council's core networks. Across the galaxy, holographic images of President Patel and Captain Arik appeared simultaneously in every sector. We were told to obey, Patel said calmly. We were told to wait. Humanity has survived the impossible, adapted when cornered and risen when underestimated. We will not be exiled. We will not kneel. The Council must understand humanity is free, capable, and unstoppable. The galaxy fell silent. Every species witnessed humanity's courage, skill, and ingenuity. Even those loyal to the Council began questioning the vote. If humans could act so decisively, efficiently, and without unnecessary destruction, how could they ever be considered a threat to be exiled? The Council had no choice. They could either escalate to total war, a path that risked annihilation and rebellion across dozens of systems, or acknowledge humanity's place as a free and independent force, Counselor. Vryn's crystalline form shimmered as the realization sank in. They have proven themselves. Exile is no longer viable. We underestimated humans. A vote was called again, but this time the decision was clear. Humanity would remain in the galactic network. Restrictions were lifted. Alliances were offered. And the Council would think twice before ever trying to impose control over Earth again. Back on the Resolute, Captain Arik exhaled deeply. It's done. Humanity has made its stand. Commander Lyra smiled, looking at the stars. Not just a stand, a lesson. The galaxy will never forget it. President Patel addressed Earth one final time. Her words broadcast across all human colonies and fleets. We faced a choice. Wait and obey, or act and define our destiny. We chose action. Humanity does not wait to be told twice. We survive, we thrive, and we will continue to rise. Today we are free, and tomorrow we are unstoppable. The galaxy had witnessed the birth of a new era. Humans were no longer the species to be underestimated. They were a force of ingenuity, courage, and unyielding determination. Wherever humans went, they would carry the message. Freedom is earned, action is respected, and humanity never waits to be told twice. As Earth rotated silently below, its blue oceans reflecting distant stars, humans prepared for the next challenge. The Council had been humbled, enemies had been warned, and the universe, vast and uncertain, would soon learn the full measure of what it meant to face humanity and survive. Captain Arik looked at Lyra, eyes bright with determination. The Council learned one thing too late. Humans cannot be controlled, they cannot be predicted, and they never wait. Commander Lyra chuckled softly. Good, let them remember that.